My boy Art, what's up Art? What's up UG? What's up Peanut? What's up Dominic? Harrison was good. Mulla was good. How is everybody? What's up? What's good? Rocks play. What's good? MBQ. What's good, everybody? What's good? What's up, Stroofy? What's up, John? My boy West. What is up? Anthony, what's good, bro? Red Hood, what's up, bro? Moolah, what's good, bro? We about to do all the One Piece shenanigans today. All the One Piece shenanigans. What's up, everybody? What's up, UG? What's good? Hope y'all are doing good, man. What's up, Ring War? So, first question for y'all. What's up, Jaden? For those who did watch the Center of the Earth theory, let me know what you guys think. Let me know what you guys think. What's good, Alex? Procox, why are y'all still pushing that agenda? Who started that? Who started that? What's up, Laser? What's up, Atkins? Yo, what's good? What's good, Slime? I didn't expect that. What's up, Cloud? What's good? What's up, Blaze? What's up, Rock? What's up, Alex? What's good, Laser? Hey, who started that theory that I tried to OD on fentanyl? That is the dumbest shit I've ever heard. Who started that? Someone said I tried to overdose on fentanyl. What the fuck are you talking about? Nobu, what's up? Margon, what's good? Vivek, what's good? What's good? I think you was spitting because the 4 coordinates, the only thing could be his elevation. Yes, sir. Alright, it was good, bro. What's up, Gone? People believe whatever they want. I wasn't actually offended or anything. I just read that and I'm like, bro, why? Like, I've never even done that in my life, let alone try to OD on that shit. Like, what? People are fucking weird, bro. It's like, I wasn't mad. Like, I read it I had like a YouTube post, right? And I read the comments and someone was like, I'm glad you're doing good. I heard a theory that you tried to OD on fentanyl. And I'm like, what the fuck? Y'all gotta imagine, like, from the outside or from the inside looking out, right? Like, I live my life, right? I'm doing what I'm doing, and then I read something like that and I'm just like, how the fuck do people even get to that conclusion? I wonder, like, what it's like for like celebrities, bro. Imagine like you were a high profile celebrity and you're reading all these weird ass bizarre theories about you and you're just like, what the fuck are these people talking about? What's good, Zach? The spoilers are not out. Do you know who wins Kaido versus Yamato? Kaido. Obviously Kaido. Will I watch Argentina versus Croatia? I don't watch football, but I don't know. Maybe if I'm in my Discord in a little bit, and people are watching it, maybe I'll watch it. As usual, guys, if you are here watching the stream right now, live in the flesh, hit the like button on the stream for me. It'll push the stream down the algorithm. We'll get more people in here, all that good shit. Tech King's chat on the stream like 2 weeks ago was spamming that you overdose. Who? Why? What's up, Harsh? No, Ryan, I don't wear it in public, bro. Today's topic, boys, is Egghead. Egghead. I'll probably, my next video will probably be an Egghead video talking about like what I see happening in the arc. Probably some Blackbeard shit as well, because technically that's Egghead Island arc. As well as like how I think the arc's gonna end. That'll probably be my next video, but I don't mind talking about it in the stream because I'll be able to really concise what I think in the video versus like this long ass stream. Plus, some of you guys might be leaving early or leaving soon, so I don't mind having a stream talking about my thoughts and then making a video on it. A full-fledged video. I'm not gonna chop up the stream or anything. What's up, Sway? No, you won't, Cloud. Soft ass. How you been, man? Been hella busy at work. Hey, Art, I've been good, bro. What about you, bro? Hey, Lee every day. What's up, bro? I'm here to give y'all all the game, bro. Like I always say, bro. Y'all see this back here? Y'all see this? Do y'all see this right here where my fingers? Right here? That's volume 1. And then all the way right here, volume 100. I got the whole shit. I'm here to teach. If my theories end up wrong, then hopefully you guys can learn some shit in the process, because I'm here to kick a lot of game to y'all. I'm here to kick a lot of game to y'all. Hey, Guprit, what's up, man? Your next drip should be a Vegapunk apple hat. What's up, just the guy? That's what's up, Art. I'm glad to hear it, bro. You think Kizaru going to Sun Lucci next, or wait. You think Kizaru going to Sun Lucci next chapter? It doesn't necessarily have to be next chapter, but in the grand scheme of things, it would be pretty interesting to see Marines versus world government, or at least like, it doesn't even have to necessarily be Marines versus world government, because yes, Sentomaru is connected to Kizaru, but the problem is like Kizaru's a much higher rank, and he's damn near like a subordinate to the Gorosei. So I think it probably wouldn't be in his best interest to fight CP0. Because if Kizaru fought CP0 and defeated them or killed them, that would probably have the Gorosei want to give Kizaru kicked out of the Admiral squad. I don't really see Oda taking that direction. So I think what'll probably happen is Kizaru's gonna be like, you know what, yeah, Sentomaru should have been listening, he should have been following protocol, I'm going after Vegapunk. So therefore, yeah, I was saying this forever ago, that like Kizaru was being set up to go to Egghead. Like I made that video 2 months ago, probably almost 3 months ago, and it doesn't mean that Lucci's reason there is pointless. I think it's gonna fuel into Kizaru. So I see Kizaru pulling up. He's probably gonna target Vegapunk, but someone of the Alliance is gonna defend him. I don't really see him fighting Cypher Pole the more I think about it. What's up, Jair? Hey, Abine, appreciate it, bro. I hope you're doing good, man. Inspiration behind the channel name, good and evil is purely subjective, right? You know from One Piece that justice and laws and everything is decided by the victor. So life itself is just purely subjective, right? So if there was the ultimate force of evil, aren't we all technically half evil? Please see your geography. It'll be fun to see what countries people watch you. Oh, I'll pull it up later. What's up, Mansa? Brox D Alex says, I'm hoping that Egghead gets Buster called. I definitely see that on the horizon, because like, I don't know if people are pointing this out. I heard like a lot of people throw around the idea that like Egghead Island is like Sabaody 2.0, and like, yeah, I get the point because Kizaru's showing up, but the problem is like you don't have like the Cypher Pole force there. So I would definitely say that this isn't even like Sabaody 2.0. I would definitely say that this is Ohara 2.0. Like, it's abundantly clear because you had Cypher Pole going to this island mentioning that the scholar there knows too much. That was the exact same scenario. You had Spandine, the father of Spandam, he went to Ohara and he said that Clover in the island of Ohara knows too much. Now you have Lucci going to Egghead Island and they're saying how Vegapunk knows too much. And then on top of that, Ohara had an admiral there. Matter of fact, Ohara had 2 admirals there. So this is definitely Ohara 2.0, which in my eyes looking at it from that framework and then grabbing other pieces that are like contextual to this arc, I think like Vegapunk's gonna make it out alive. I don't see him dying, but I do see the island of Ohara being destroyed. Or I'm sorry, well I guess that too, but I meant to say I see the island of Egghead being destroyed. And I think that's part of the reason why Oda's trying to make the island of Egghead so grand, is like he's trying to build it up. He shows us like this machine that makes food instantly. He shows us like these rocket boots, all these robots, this kind of like whole civilization there. And he also added the fact that it's so deeply connected and related to the ancient kingdom, just so he can nuke it. That's what he's doing. He's building it up, building it up, building it up. Kind of like when you make a big ass castle, make something out of Legos just to destroy it. Kind of like a puzzle. Because you know you're putting little pieces together for the puzzle, and once you have the full thing, what, you're either gonna have it in a frame there, it's gonna be in a frame somewhere, you're gonna have it hung up somewhere, or what, you're gonna like destroy it and disassemble it. And again, seeing how this is so deeply tied to the ancient kingdom, I think it's pretty evident the island's gonna get destroyed. But we don't need a scenario where Vegapunk dies. Bro, do you think that Primebeard and Roger were stronger than Rocks? I think at God Valley, Roger and Whitebeard weren't in their primes. Oh yeah, obviously they weren't in their primes. Obviously, because the God Valley incident was like 14 years before Roger made it to Laughtail. So that's 14 years of growth. That's 14 years of growth. And he wasn't, like, by the time Roger died, wasn't he in his 50s? Like, you see characters like 60 and they're in their prime, 65 and they're in their prime, and they don't really seem to dip out of their prime until 75. So the thing though, the real question is, was Roger a year before his death stronger than Zebek's prime? And I don't know if we have enough context. I guess the story's trying to frame it like Roger's prime was higher than Zebek's, but I wouldn't be so solidified on that. Kizaru needs to get clapped, bro. I don't know if he necessarily needs to be clapped. Vegapunk will make it to the final island inside the earth and learn about the geothermal energy. Also, the egg on Oro Jackson is an egg of knowledge. According to me, Vegapunk will die, but one of the Vegapunk clones will join the Straw Hats crew. That seems very weird. Why not just have it the other way around? Why not just kill the Vegapunk clones and then have the real Vegapunk go to Laughtail? Doesn't it seem kind of weird to like have a Vegapunk clone go to Laughtail and not Vegapunk himself? Yeah, Kizaru has a high chance of being defeated, definitely, or some form of an interruption. Like, things aren't always so black and white. Things aren't always so black and white, because a lot of times with my ideas and my theories and like my predictions in One Piece, people try to like argue it against it, or even argue for it and try to make it a really black and white scenario. They're like, okay, well, if Lucci comes to island, he either loses or he wins, and like either way it's or they're like either he wins or he loses, and if he loses it's pointless. And it's just like, it doesn't have to be a loss that's pointless. I forgot why I even mentioned that. My mind just went blank. Not everything in One Piece is so black and white. So like with like Kizaru being defeated, like it doesn't have to be he wins or he loses. Plenty of fights in One Piece get interrupted. So even if he did lose, that could trigger something important for the story. I think it's really important to identify when a situation has two possible outcomes, because more than likely scenarios in One Piece have more than two outcomes, and then what it becomes is figuring out the most likely outcome. So I think that's the problem. People try to make all these scenarios in One Piece something of two outcomes, and then they try to flip the coin and like 50-50 it. I don't think like that. Do you believe Luffy don't have full control over Gear 5, like Nika's will is overpowering Luffy's? That's why he acts weird. No, I think he's getting Gear 5 under control, and that's fine. Like, I feel like Gear 2nd, 3rd, and 4th were like, they were like test runs for Gear 5. He's wearing the glasses because I gave him a black eye. What black eye, bro? What black eye? I don't see it. Do y'all see it? Is there a Gear 6? No, Luffy said that Gear 5 was his peak. Hey, Baba Yaga, appreciate it, bro. Vegapunk's old and can't join the Straw Hats because of lure of crew, and one clone joining the Straw Hat would be fun. Oda was surely I'll just have to disagree. Who's gonna wear photonic gloves to punch Kizaru? I feel like Vegapunk has a version for legs. The thing is like, if you have armament coating, then it's just like, those gloves are pointless. And we know that Sanji has armament coating, so like, why would he need the photonic gloves or the photonic leggings? He doesn't need it. I wonder, would Blackbeard go to Egghead after this arc to get any knowledge left? If they destroy the island, probably not. How to kill Vegapunk? Just attack the brain tower, turn him into a vegetable, just as good as killing him. I don't know if you're actually serious or if you're joking, Stroofy, but I did talk to someone like a week or two ago on Discord, my Discord server, y'all, and he was trying to say that if like the island of Egghead or the Punk Records, if it was destroyed, Vegapunk himself turns into a vegetable. Guys, I find that very unlikely, because what happened is Vegapunk ate the brain fruit, and that's making his brain expand. I don't think he's taking the route to where he's removing 100% of his brain, putting it in records, and then he's just like brain dead. Especially recently when he said like, yo, they're coming after me, they're trying to kill me, Luffy, please take me out to sea, I'll pack quickly, right? He's expecting to leave the island. Surely he's thought of the scenario of someone destroying the island before. So what, someone's gonna destroy the island and he himself is like a vegetable forever? I don't see Oda taking that route, nor do I see the world's smartest man taking that route. What's up, Drek? Lord Tsukimi equals Moon Watcher of Karakuri Island. I mean, yeah. Devil fruits are just like devils in Chainsaw Man. I haven't watched Chainsaw Man. I only watched like... Actually, I did watch Chainsaw Man. I watched like the first episode. I read like the first 10 chapters or so. What do you think of the Jinbei and Boa Seraphim not liking each other? To me, it seems like something is there, the way they look at each other. I didn't even consider that. They're like bioengineered creatures. I don't know if I would necessarily put stock into something like that they don't like each other and there's some hidden thing. Like I don't really see that mattering. I really hope Vegapunk wouldn't join the Straw Hats. I'd rather want Frankie to learn stuff from him or get the upgrades instead. So if Vegapunk does hop on the ship to leave Egghead Island, it doesn't have to be a scenario where he's a crew member. It could simply be a scenario where Vegapunk goes to Ohara. Why do I keep saying Ohara? It could simply be a scenario where Vegapunk goes to Elbaf. It doesn't have to be like either he dies or he joins the crew. It doesn't have to be like that. And I've been on the train for a very long time that it's too late for someone to join the crew anyways. The whole point of joining the crew is so you could get to Laugh Tale, but if Luffy already has 3 road poneglyphs and they're literally like 1 poneglyph away from going to Laugh Tale, what's the point of getting someone on the ship from here on out? It seems pretty pointless. Hyogoro and Wano says Luffy looks like Sun God when he sees Gear 4, and Vegapunk says, or said it when he saw Gear 5. Does it mean Joy Boy also used Gear because Gear 4 and 5 look different? What Hyogoro said was, I don't think he said Sun God. I think he said, I forgot what you call it. I don't think it was Sun God. I think he's just Wisdom King. I think they said that Luffy looks like a wisdom king, and I wouldn't put that under the same context of God of the Sun or Sun God. I think that's kind of like twisting things a little bit. What if Buggy has mouse seraphim? What does that mean? What's a mouse seraphim? What is that? Professor Tsukimi watches the moon. Vegapunk watches the moon. Vegapunk clones are named after moons. Wano's daimyos are named after moons. I'm thinking there's a connection. I think there's more reasons than that. I just don't know what to make of it. It just kind of, it is what it is, I guess. There's definitely a moon god in One Piece. We don't necessarily know that. Just because there's a lot of emphasis on the moons, I would say you can argue for a moon god, but you can't necessarily say there's definitely a moon god. My boy Danny with the 4 months. W Danny. Appreciate it, bro. W Danny. W Danny. Appreciate the 4 months, bro. And it was with Haunter. And it was the Haunter membership. W Danny. This man said W Daddy. Pause, bro. Shouts out to V with the 5. Did you notice during the Punk Hazard arc in the anime a devil fruit appeared? I wondered if it somehow plays into the story. Yeah, so I was actually reading that, like, I was reading that not too long ago. Actually, I don't even think it was volume 69. I think it was volume 68. Let me see real quick. I think it was volume 68. The whole point that a devil fruit spawned, the reason why Oda put that into the story is to show that if somebody dies with a devil fruit, then they should respawn to the nearest fruit. We don't know if the typing matters. Whenever you see somebody say, oh, if this type of devil fruit, you know, dies and it gets respawned, it has to be an apple, or it has to be a pear, or a pineapple. That's just a theory. There's no actual confirmation of that. So that's what Oda was displaying there. I think it was in volume 68 that Smiley died. And people don't realize this, but like Smiley was so there was the H2 gas, right? It was compressed into a slime, and then that slime was fed the axolotl fruit. So when you see Slimy crawling around and running during Punk Hazard, that's a slime that ate an axolotl fruit. Then when it ate the poison and it exploded into the land of the dead gas, that was it dying. He killed the creature with the candy, whatever poison it was. So then the fruit, the axolotl fruit, spawned at the nearest apple, I guess. Ultimately, like, the axolotl fruit seems kind of underwhelming. Like, what's the point of the axolotl? Like, well, you're like a frog thing. It's just Assuming Vega are, but anyways, shouts out to Danny for the 4 month, and shout out to V for the super chat. That's how I see it. I think Oda, with that scenario, he's like, all right, devil fruits will respawn near the nearest fruit, which is a good little tidbit of information. Not everything has to be a massive reveal. Appreciate it, V. Assuming Vegapunk becomes a crewmate, then what makes the 10th Lieutenant Captain? Will that be Caesar to fit the matchups? Wait, what? Assuming Vegapunk becomes a crewmate, then what makes the 10th Lieutenant Captain? Will that be Caesar to fit? What? If Vegapunk did join the crew, which again I highly doubt that'll be the case, that would make 10. If you add Caesar into the crew, which is like, what? That's a whole separate conversation to make to make Caesar a crewmate. That'll be 11, which already outnumbers the Blackbeard Pirates, which is like people's leading reason for there being 10 crewmates aside from Luffy. That it has to match up with Blackbeard, even though we know Aokiji isn't the most loyal guy to Blackbeard, given the context of him working with Blackbeard, given the context of him being in the underworld, and given the context that Jesus Burgess literally said to not trust Blackbeard. Oh, Caesar as the 10th Titanic captain. Well, still same difference. Like, I doubt Caesar would join Blackbeard anyways. I think it's already settled. The 10th Titanic captain's Aokiji. Now, although he's the 10th Titanic captain, it doesn't have to be a scenario where he has to fight in the grand battle against the Straw Hats. He could be away. He could refuse to fight. He could pretend to fight. It's not black and white. He might even join the Straw Hats and help them from their side. Like, you know, it doesn't have to be a scenario where he fights against the Straw Hats. Even if that was the case, since Aokiji is the 10th Titanic captain, but he's kind of being framed as an ally, maybe there will be a Straw Hat ally that's not on the crew that fights against him. And I think one good option would be Sabo. You would have Sabo, this guy who has went against admirals all the time. He's proven that he's admiral level in the story. You have him as a fireman working under Luffy's team. Then he fights Aokiji, the Iceman, who's admiral level on Blackbeard's team. It doesn't have to be a crewmate. So what's the point of the Smile Fruit? Is it a competition between Caesar and Vegapunk to create awakened Zoan armies? What's the point of the Smile Fruit? It was to bolster Kaido's army. Because remember the chain of events, right? Remember the chain of events. We started on the left. Vegapunk was creating the SAD chemical. That chemical was brought to Dressrosa to make the Smile Fruits. And Dressrosa had Doflamingo the broker. Then that fruits were brought to Wano, so that Kaido can bolster his army, and so he could use the weapon factories. And then all those weapons went back to Doflamingo for him to like sell off, right? I guess, yeah. So for him to sell off, and when Doflamingo was defeated as a broker, Wano, Kaido, and Orochi were under the situation where like, okay, we're just gonna have to sell it ourselves then. That's why CP0 went to Kaido, or went to Orochi in the Wano arc, because Doflamingo was gone. So now they don't want to get it from the middleman, Doflamingo. They want to get it from the source, Wano. I was trying to put this earlier, but I got a custody. If there's a fruit for freedom, then there has to be a fruit of oppression. Yeah, the thing is like the context. Okay, so the fruit of freedom, I think most people would agree that it would probably be the Nika fruit. But I mentioned this in my Luffy Dream video. The interesting thing about the freedom fruit, the Nika fruit, is it's the power of imagination. So surely if there was an antithesis to imagination, it would be reality. And then I think that would be Emu. I think Emu's like a much more grandiose character from One Piece than Blackbeard is. If you think think of the whole context of One Piece. You have corrupt pirates, you have corrupt marines, corrupt world government officials, corrupt warlords. Pretty much there's a kingdom named the Ancient Kingdom. They had a man named Joy Boy, and he left behind a great treasure. And the world government doesn't want anyone to know what this treasure is. Many years pass by, Roger finds this great treasure. And when he dies, he tells the whole world to go find this great treasure from the Ancient Kingdom, from Joy Boy. And we know that Emu and the world government took down the Ancient Kingdom. Emu is a way bigger villain than Blackbeard is. Does Blackbeard have old Devil Fruit Encyclopedia or a new one? That's a good question. I'll probably bring that up because I was talking about that earlier, y'all. So shout out to Swizzles on my Discord server. He brought something to my attention earlier. I'll show y'all real quick. So guys, here's a tweet I made earlier. Follow me on Twitter. In SBS volume 45, Oda mentioned how the Gomu Gomu no Mi is listed in the Devil Fruit Encyclopedia. But in chapter 1069, Vegapunk says that the Gomu Gomu no Mi is not listed in the Devil Fruit Encyclopedia. Keyword from Vegapunk, Oldest. Oda is going to use different versions of the Devil Fruit Encyclopedia. And in case you guys are wondering, this is the context from Oda. You can see towards the middle, he says, in the case of the Gomu Gomu no Mi, there was a picture and everything, right? But then in chapter 1069, from Viz Translations, Vegapunk said, even the oldest book of the Devil Fruits, there's no such thing as the Gum Gum Fruit. So, perhaps there's one of two scenarios that I see happening. Either in the old, so there's going to be an old version and there's going to be a new version. In the case of the old version, either one, the Nika fruit was listed there, or two, neither the Nika fruit or Gum Gum fruit were listed there. And I think the better scenario is the former. Because when you see Vegapunk's wording, he says, even in the oldest books of the Devil Fruits. Even. So he's implying that in the old book and the new book, that there shouldn't be a Gum Gum fruit. Because think about it. If he said in the oldest book of the Devil Fruits, then he's not considering the new one. But if he says even in the oldest, doesn't that mean he considers the new one? I might have to pull up the panel before that, but either way, this is possibly because of them renaming the fruit. We got confirmation of that from the Godasame. So then I followed that up with maybe in the near future we will see Blackbeard talking about Devil Fruit encyclopedias. It's as if Oda is nudging us in the direction of that, along with Blackbeard having an older version of the encyclopedia. Because if you guys remembered, when Blackbeard was fighting Ace, he was going on a whole big tangent, and he said that he obtained the Devil Fruit that he always wanted because he memorized all of the fruit shapes listed in the illustrated reference book, the Devil Fruit Encyclopedia. So given how this was 1069, again, Oda's bringing to light how there's old Devil Fruit encyclopedias. I believe Oda's nudging us in the direction that Blackbeard's going to be like, oh yeah, I had the old version. And there would have to be more that comes from that. Maybe we'll see him holding the book. Maybe we'll get a flashback of Blackbeard reading through the book as a kid. Especially since we have Law versus Blackbeard ongoing right now. So yeah, I find it funny how he got this little panel here in 1069, and then it just kind of reminded me of this. So surely Blackbeard has an old version of the Devil Fruit Encyclopedia. I think Oda's nudging us in that direction. Everybody, if you're watching the stream, hit the like button on the stream immediately. Help us grow the channel and push the stream out into the algorithm. I think Emu. Do you mean Emu? I still think Emu had the immortality surgery and Emu's from the Void Century. I don't believe Emu has the... Well, actually, it is possible. I had to revisit that the other day. Yeah, it's possible that Emu had the immortality surgery, but you can't necessarily confirm that, especially when you consider that the world government wanted that fruit so bad. It could be, yes, to keep it away from pirates and enemies, but also because they want to make Emu immortal. You know, there's that ongoing theme of like nepotism in the world government, where the world government they basically inbreed. The world government basically inbreeds, and they, you know, they grow the celestial dragons through breeding with each other, which is disgusting. And that's to maintain like the nepotism. You were born from this guy, so you're gonna be here, kind of thing. And they definitely don't want to let like commoners and people from the lower world enter into Morjwa. So perhaps Emu was like, you know, what's the phrase? He was or she is the result of lots of inbreeding. I like the idea that Ancient Kingdom is based off Ancient Rome. Poor Law seems Blackbeard will also take his fruit. Yeah, that's what I was saying, man. If it's a scenario where okay, so there's one of two options. If Blackbeard knows about the immortality surgery, one way or another Law will die. But if Blackbeard does not know of the surgery, I think Law will live. Because think about it, if Blackbeard knows Law has the surgery, he will tell Law, yo, you have two options. Either you use your surgery on me, or I kill you. Pick one. Because there's doctors all around the globe, guys. There's doctors all around the globe of One Piece. All around the globe. Remember Drum Island? They had like 20 famous doctors there. I would even say that Chopper is probably a better doctor than Law. I don't know why people get this idea that Law is like the best doctor in the entire world. I think he's a good doctor that has a great fruit for that niche. So there's no necessary situation where like you have to be the world's best doctor to do the immortality surgery. We don't know that to be true at all. Shouts out to Devon for the 5. With that Mother Nature explanation, does Emu have the Mother Nature fruit of some sort? That's definitely a good idea. I personally haven't really died on that hill. I don't know if I want to die on that hill. There's like room to argue it, but would I try to die on the hill for that? I don't know. The interesting thing though, Devon, is like they referred to the sea as of Mother Nature. They refer to it as Mother Nature, right? So seeing how Mother Nature would be led by the top person in the world, Emu, and that this Mother Nature has to do with the sea, I do find it interesting with theories like Emu being the Sea Devil. If you guys ever checked out my video about that, I have a video on why I think Emu being the Sea Devil is probably one of the leading options. If Emu was the personification of Mother Nature, aka the sea, Emu himself could be the Sea Devil. Shouts out to Devon for another super. Other concern is if the Seraphim Seraphim have copied devil fruits, does a Seraphim law exist and can they use the surgery? See, there's so many routes you could go down with that, Devon, because maybe the Seraphim just straight up don't have the fruits, or maybe Laws specifically doesn't have his fruit, or maybe Law Seraphim can't use Awakening. I don't even think we saw Law Seraphim yet. Maybe they don't even have a Law Seraphim. There's a few routes we could go down. I don't think any of the Seraphim have fruits. Do they? The interesting thing though is like if they extracted DNA from the warlords and they created this Seraphim, then why wouldn't they have the DNA of the devil fruit? Because when a character in One Piece eats a devil fruit, the lineage factor of the devil fruit intertwines with the human's devil fruit. So if they created a Seraphim based off of a human, then why wouldn't they have the DNA of the fruit along with the Seraphim? Appreciate it, Art. S-Shark has a swim fruit. So that's the interesting thing. Just because S-Shark has the swim fruit, I think that is implying they could feed a Seraphim a devil fruit, but that doesn't necessarily conclude that a Seraphim can have a devil fruit pre-built into them. Good questions, Devon. I appreciate the super chats, bro. Wait, isn't there an IRL that I think you meant, or a theory IRL that's forgotten technology from ancient Rome? I think there's lots of theories from real life where they talk about lost civilizations that were super advanced. Wasn't that like Atlantis? Didn't they like, aren't there theories in real life that Atlantis is like it was a really advanced civilization and they were erased? I think there's a lot of countries and islands and locations that are like that. Damn, Arts, you went bald. Shouts out to Devon for the super. The Kuma has pawpaw. Okay, is that actually confirmed, or is that a theory, Devon? Because I don't know if I missed that detail, or if you're just shooting a theory around that Kuma has the pawpaw fruit. I don't remember that. Does S Spirit have the pawpaw fruit? I don't remember that being a thing. They Lucci said they entered Egghead through Esper's ability. Damn. So yeah, you could try to say that they're implying the Seraphim have the devil fruits built into them, but that doesn't necessarily conclude that all of them are like that. It also doesn't conclude that Law's Seraphim has that. Also, think about it. How do you think it would be possible to program Seraphim Law? What would you even call that? Now that I think about it, what would Seraphim Law be called? S Surgeon? Would you be able to make S Surgeon use the awakening? Because imagine you created like 50 S Surgeons and you just made all these world government guys immortal. S Croom, Attorney, S Mantis. Why Mantis? S Pack. S Pack. S Pack is crazy. S Mushroom Hat. S Sea Lion. Nah, I'm going with S Pack, bro. S Pack. We smoking on that Law Pack here pretty soon, bro. We smoking on that massive Law Pack. If Vegapunk joins the Straw Hats, I don't see him joining the Straw Hats, so I don't really like the thing or like the phrasing like, if Vegapunk joins the Straw Hats, yada 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 yada, because I don't see that happening in the first place at all. So it's hard for me to envision what would happen because of that. If Vegapunk joins the crew, Straw Hats are gonna leave Frankie on Egghead. Seems useless. Leave Frankie on Egghead seems useless now, and Vegapunk, no. I do not see Vegapunk joining the crew. 2, I do not see them leaving Frankie behind on Egghead and trading Frankie for Vegapunk. I don't see either of those. Thoughts on Law versus Blackbeard? Just what I was saying earlier. Law versus Blackbeard comes down to, does Blackbeard know that Law has the immortality surgery? If Blackbeard knows, Law is going to die. If Blackbeard does not know, Law lives. That's my standing on it. What's up, Diggler? Not gonna lie, I'm curious what Zoro and Brook's reaction to Luffy's Gear 5 is. Probably just amazement. Just like, oh, what the fuck? Who's that? Is that Luffy? Yo, DJ, what's good, bro? Someone wished for immortality in ancient times. Who could it be? Emu. So the interesting thing is, like, when they say that someone wished for a devil fruit, right? Is that like the raw energy, the raw form of the devil fruit, or is that the awakened part of the devil fruit? Because like being able to create a room and manipulating everything in the room is different from making someone immortal. Those would be two separate dreams. So we kind of need that clarification. Do they dream of the awakening, or do they dream of the basic fruit? I guess it could be both, but that seems a little weird. Do you think Law's fruit really grants immortality? Yes. Or the remaining lifespan of these are. How it's worded in the Viz is perpetual youth. So there's multiple types of immortality, which people seem to not understand. You guys can go on Google, go look at what's that one website called for power scaling? Let me pull it up. Different forms of immortality. Go on versus battles .fandom.com/immortality. There's different types of immortality. The form of immortality in One Piece from Law's Devil Fruit is perpetual youth. That means someone will not die from aging or natural causes. Someone will be perpetually young, perpetual as in infinite. So if Law made Blackbeard perpetually young, then Blackbeard would never die from natural causes. But if someone stabbed Blackbeard's heart, that's not a natural cause, that is an outside force. So I think a lot of people forget about that context. A lot of people forget about that in One Piece, and when you mention immortality surgery or immortality in One Piece, they don't take that into consideration, and they think like, this character would never be made immortal, this character would never be made immortal. But outside forces isn't natural, which is what perpetual youth protects you from. I could see it being like they had technology that could make them I could see it being like they had technology that could make them from people's dreams, and the whole reason the Void Century happened is because Emu didn't want people making devil fruits while they wrote. Yeah, I also, guys, a lot of y'all need to pack it up, go watch my Luffy dream video. I keep seeing people post comments, I keep seeing people contact me about like, yo, what if this was a thing? What if that was a thing? What if this was a scenario? And like, at least like 80% of them is like what I was saying in my Luffy dream video. Like, I brought up that exact same thing in my Luffy dream video, that like, if Nika / Joy Boy was creating these fruits, surely Emu would not appreciate that, much like the ancient kingdoms. Just having the ability to create devil fruits is like having an ancient weapon. Sure, you might not use it, but the fact that you own it is a threat, and the world government, they're not jacking that. So y'all go watch that video. Y'all go watch that video. Yo, Evil, you think Luffy's attacks will change or have more power if he learns the true name of his devil fruit and starts saying Nika? No, I think he's just gonna be like, if someone tries to tell Luffy that he has the Nika fruit and he's a god or whatever, or he's a sun god, I think his response is gonna be very simple. They're gonna go on like this whole big tangent, and he's gonna pause and he's gonna be like, I'm a rubber man. And he's gonna turn the other way, and he's gonna continue eating meat, and he's gonna continue using Gomu Gomu no Mi. That's Luffy. He's not gonna open his third eye and be like, oh my god, revelation, I'm a sun god, I know all, I have the fucking, my fruit was in Joy Boy, I'm Nika. Luffy doesn't act like that. He's just gonna continue using Gomu Gomu no Mi. He's gonna continue being Luffy. Maybe if it was Robin, if Robin ate the Nika fruit, maybe Robin would act like that, but not Luffy. Luffy will not care, including with the Void Century lore. When we go to Laugh Tale, bro, and Robin is like, yo, the world government did this, Joy Boy was this, Nika was this thing happened, this caused a Void Century. Luffy's gonna be sleeping. Luffy is going to be sleeping. He's going to be asleep. He will not give a fuck. He won't care. Think about how many times somebody went on a tangent and Luffy was asleep for it. He did that when Kinemon was telling the story of Oden and Wano. He did that when they were talking about the history of Fishman Island. He does that constantly. So I think the only way is like, there'll be a pawn. There's gonna be a pawn that makes Luffy feel like, nah, you're doing that to my friend, I'm gonna have to fight the world government. And I think that pawn is Vivi. And we could dive into that if you guys want to talk about Vivi's situation, because I have that whole thing mapped out. And I put this on the table mid 2021, and it's all crystallizing. If y'all want to talk about that right now, we can. What's up, 47? What's up, Alex? What's up, Rayleigh? What's good, bro? Nika is more Luffy than Luffy. Dragon is Roxy's big son? I doubt it. This is the major Grand Fleet incident the narrator was talking about when it was formed. Egghead. That's pretty creative. I never thought about that. There's no real way to shoot down that idea. Like, I myself, I wouldn't necessarily die on that hill, but that's not a bad idea. Who was that said that? Yo, is it Jer? Good thinking. What are the drawbacks of G5? There doesn't have to be a drawback to G5. The only reason why there is drawbacks to Gear 2nd, 3rd, and 4th is because Luffy was ass at it. Those Gear 2nd, 3rd, and 4th were build-ups to Gear 5. Think about it. Luffy ate a Zoan fruit. So you have his regular base form, then you have his awakening, you have his animal form, which would be Gear 5. Awakening, animal form, same shit. Gear 2nd, 3rd, and 4th, think of that as hybrid, right? There doesn't have to, he doesn't have to have a Gear 5 drawback when he's been learning how to manipulate his body all throughout the story. Rio, what's good, bro? What's good? Will there be a power-up if Luffy discovers his true name? No, I don't think. I was just saying this a second ago. I don't see Luffy caring about Nika, and I don't really see a Gear 6. Gear 5 will be the pinnacle, and that's fine. The whole point of Gear 5 is imagination, right? The most ridiculous power. Pretty soon, Luffy's gonna be morphing his body into a lion form. He's gonna morph his body into a long dragon form. He's gonna have way more forms and abilities than Gear 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. There doesn't have to be a drawback. I think we were too conditioned to think that Gear 5 is going to have a drawback. Think about it. If other people in One Piece awaken, I don't think their awakening has to have a drawback. Like those jailer beast guards in Impel Down, I don't think their awakening had a drawback. Just because Gear 2nd, 3rd, and 4th have drawbacks does not mean Gear 5 will have a drawback. You could say there's a pattern, but that doesn't necessarily confirm it. Do you think multiple persons could have been, or do you think multiple persons could have been under? Can't fucking read for shit. Do you think multiple person could have been undergone immortality surgery, and they both coexist at the same time? Immortality with immortality, or last one's immortality wore off? No, I don't think it's gonna wear off. Okay, so hypothetically, yes, I think two people can coexist with the immortality surgery, because remember, the person who's not eating the fruit the person who eats the fruit makes someone else who didn't eat the fruit immortal. The person who ate the fruit will die, and that fruit will respawn. So hypothetically, you could make like a whole bunch of people immortal if you had enough people that like suicide off of it. So yes, hypothetically, you could have multiple people with the perpetual youth surgery. Do I see Oda going down that route? Probably not. Drawback really just seems to be stamina fatigue, and maybe Zoans temporarily take over your mind. So we don't know if it's stamina fatigue at all, because even when Luffy barely awakened to Gear 5, he was like, man, I feel like I'm dying. I feel like I'm winded. He was like, Luffy was already exhausted, and he said this via dialogue as soon as he activated Gear 5. So you can't really argue that it would make you deal with more fatigue if Luffy was already fucking like 10% HP anyways. I'm gonna have to go pull that up, because I already know people in the comments are gonna try to argue that because people are like illiterate. Let me pull it up real quick. Luffy activated Gear 5 and he's like, man, I feel like I'm dying, which insinuates he did not recover that much. He was already fatigued to begin with. Let me see. Let me see. He might have said it in 1045. I think it was 1045 that he said it. Yo, Stein Exos, if you're watching the stream, I know you know exactly what chapter that Luffy said that in. It might have been 1045 that he said it in. Yeah, so in 1045 he says, oh yeah, I was dying before this. Wow, it takes a lot of energy. And then Momonosuke says, but his voice is nearly dying out. So he was already wounded to begin with. I think it was like him being extremely fatigued and wounded, and then his brain just ignores that. Like he like turned off the pain receptors. Um, Man, Naruto X One Piece would be cool. Maybe. What will your reaction at the end of One Piece be? I'm gonna cry, bro. I'm crying at the last chapter of One Piece for sure. I will 100% cry at the final chapter of One Piece. I think we all are. Shout out to Devon for another super. I need to know what's up with Zoro running with the Reaper. So, I'm glad you mentioned that, because there was actually something pretty cool. I think it was in Fishman Island, right? Let me pull this up for you real quick, Devon. Okay. I saw this recently when I was reading. Let me see. Shouts out to Devon for the super. Young goat. Alright, let me show y'all this. So in chapter 635, Zoro was fighting people and they said he cut through those iron shells like they were pineapples. And the guy on the top left says, what was that huge slash? It looked like, or it was like the Grim Reaper scythe, or, and then they interrupted him and said it's still going. So the interesting thing is Zoro did not have Enma in chapter 635 during Fishman Island. I think it's really funny how this guy mentioned a Grim Reaper scythe, and then during Onigashima we saw Zoro get pulled up by a Grim Reaper holding a scythe. I think this was very intentional, and Oda has a big pattern of having someone say something very interesting and then cutting it off, and then having that interrupted statement come to fruition later. Oda definitely 100% has a pattern for that, and this is one example. So I'm thinking, like, with the Grim Reaper with the scythe, it probably won't even have to do with Enma. It could be like a manifestation of Zoro's inner demon. Maybe Zoro let his inner demon out, or some supernatural being outside of Zoro, because he didn't have Enma at this time. I have another example of when Oda says, or Oda has a character say something interesting that's foreshadowing and then interrupts it, and then it comes into fruition later. Let me see if I could find it. Okay, I got one. So this one is chapter 655. Let me show you guys this one. This one was chapter 655. So this is when they were just getting to Punk Hazard. I was paying very close attention. There was zero foreshadowing that half of Fishman Island was cold and icy. So Nami's on the ship and they say, something wrong, Nami? Nami says, yes, it's the clouds. Something's wrong with the sky over this island. It appears to be freezing on the far side, but that's ridiculous. And then look, it gets completely interrupted by the people that are on the island. Oda has a pattern. He has a character say something interesting that's going to come to fruition, interrupts the conversation, and then shows us a different scene. This is a really clever way of foreshadowing. So with that scene that I showed you from Fishman Island, this one right here, I think this was 655. Or was it 635? 635 or so. I think like Oda was already sprinkling the clues of Grim Reaper and a scythe. So I would have to, in my mind, I don't think it has to do with Enma. Shouts out to Damon for that super chat. I come back in my man's mod. Who? What's up, Nicholas? How long did it take for you to reread all of One Piece? It depends, because like I've went through One Piece multiple times. Yo, Sifu, appreciate the two, my man. What's good, bro? How you feeling, Sifu? How you doing, bro? And we got Miku in the chat. Oh my god, Miku. I haven't talked to you in so long, bro. Fucking Miku. Oh my god, how long's it been, Miku? How long's it been, bro? Hey, what's good, Pookie Payne? What's up, bro? Maybe it's connected to Zoro asking Vegapunk the mysterious question when they arrived at Egghead. Oh yeah, we never got that never came to fruition either. How did I forget about that? Like I know that it happened, but like I haven't been thinking about it at all. Sifu 1070 is gonna go insane, bro. Oda is so set right now. He could go with Egghead and it's gonna be fire. He could go with Blackbeard and it's gonna be fire. He could go with Dragon, it's gonna be fire. He could go with Sabo, it's gonna be fire. He could go with Cross Skilled, it's gonna be fire. He could go with the more Reverie shit or Emu and it's gonna be fire. Oda can go like 12 different directions, and there's so many seeds planted that have been growing all this time that like each way he goes, bro, it's just gonna be heat. It's going to be heat. Kid. Yes. 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 Danny's in the chat. Yes. Yes. What's that mean? Yes. 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 I love kid support, bro. Eustace Kid, bro. On God, bro. We need more Eustace Kid support, bro. Only bitches hate on Kid, bro. Only bitches hate on Kid, bro. Only bitches hate on Kid. This man, Eustace Kid, went to the New World. He didn't have a Rayleigh. He didn't have a whole Straw Hat crew. He didn't have a Grand Fleet. He went to the New World. Him and Killer, that's it. Went up against multiple Yonko. You got it. You have to show respect. He didn't have a Straw Hat crew. He didn't have a Rayleigh. He immediately went to the New World. You have to put respect on that. You have to respect that. How would you know that and not respect it? He didn't have a Nika fruit. Come on. He did not have a Nika fruit. Shouts out to my boy Devon for another super. Appreciate you, gang. Don't think it's a coincidence. Zoro / atheist / death. Luffy / dream / god, Sanji / nurture. Oh, that's actually interesting. I always thought of like the Zoro Luffy kind of inversion, but I never included Sanji into that. That's actually so interesting. That's fire, Devon. That's fire, bro. Hey, y'all need to look at that super chat Devon just posted. He's spilling game for y'all right now. Yo, man, hope you've been well. I'm BZ. Yo, One Pizza, BZ King, welcome back, bro. How you feeling, bro? How you feeling, bro? He's got a junk literally ability and still has King, and he has Conquers. You have to put respect on Kid, bro. I don't want y'all hating Kid just because the community hates Kid. I don't want y'all hating Kid just because it's a meme, bro. Look at the facts, bro. What y'all need to do, bro, pick up a motherfucking volume. Pick up a volume of One Piece and read this shit. You know, flip through and read your CDs. Read the shit. Don't be a dick rider. We on this channel, bro, we stand for the truth. We stand for the facts. And the facts say that Kid is that dude. What's Oda cooking right now for Kid? It's gonna be heat, bro. Kid already had his eyes on the man with the burn scar, and he went a separate direction from Law and Luffy. Saul's gonna step on Kid? Yeah, right. When Kid's on the top of the world, we'll be the only ones looking down with him. Exactly, bro. I'm here for it. I'm here for the Kid agenda. I've always been here for the Kid agenda. Even during the Big Mom fight, when I was doing one of the chapter reviews, I think it was like 1034. I was rooting for Kid that whole review, bro. I was the only one standing up for Kid. Sanji's a double 2, Ifrit, double leg. Hell's memories. Bro, if Kid coats his punk rotten with Conquer's Haki, he would be too invincible. I would be down for a clash between Fujitora and Kid. Giant Rubble versus Giant Rubble. Oh, that's actually interesting. I've never heard someone say that before. Yo, Jer, you're hella creative. Who are you? This Jer guy in the chat, he's been just spitting fire all stream, bro. I don't know who this guy is, but he's been spitting fire this whole time. Shouts out to my man. By the way, guys, if I keep acting weird on my neck, it's because right here on the side of my neck, my left side, I woke up with a ton of pain. I think I slept on it the wrong way, and that shit hurt so bad just to like turn my neck and like tilt. Oh, it hurts so bad. So if I'm acting all stiff, that's why. Shouts out to my man Devon. Food is for the soul. Death is a part of life. And joy is the adventure. Basically, every aspect of life is represented by the big three. Can we get a W, Devon? Everybody in chat, drop a like on the stream and drop a W, Devon, in this chat. This man is spitting heat. There's nothing you could do besides respect. Food is for the soul. Death is a part of life. Enjoy the adventure. Joy is the adventure. Basically, every aspect of life is represented by the big three. This man's spitting fire, bro. This man is spitting that heat, bro. He's spitting that fire, bro. On God, he is. W, Devon, bro. I'm here for it. W, Dabada. What if there was a whole chapter dedicated to Nami, Robin, Vivi taking a bath together? Action 10, beauty 10. Oh no, action 10, beauty 1000 over 10, lore 10. That action, beauty, and lore. I want to see Zoro's backstory. Good luck, bro. Keep waiting. That Zoro backstory, pff, Oda shelved that, bro. You think Oda gives a fuck what we want? Oda's gonna do whatever he wants to do. He doesn't give a fuck. Bro, as soon as that ship left Wano, my hopes for Zoro backstory was in the dirt. Oda doesn't care what we want. Can't attend the stream today. Have fun. Hey, Arsh, no problem, bro. I'm gonna upload the stream to my second channel. Arsh, before you click out, quickly go to the description of this video or of the stream. Go to my second channel and subscribe. You'll see the stream up there. The raid will not fail. Quick question: do you think the raid? You know, bro, what the raid will fail thing, guys? Look, this is what we have to understand, right? I never believed that the raid was gonna fail, but it wasn't a bad theory. And I feel like since the raid did not fail, people try to make it seem like that theory was worse than it actually was. That theory was not that bad. And I even saw people putting fucking raid will fail on the same level as ZKK. And that is the most brain dead shit I ever saw. I still cannot till this day believe that people put ZKK equal to raid will fail. That is just, that's no words, bro. Yo, Freddy was good, bro. You wanted me to make videos? Hey, that's what's good, bro. That's what's good, bro. BZ King, join my Discord server. Zoro kills Kizaru. Kizaru versus Lucci. I don't see, like, I was kind of on board with Kizaru versus Lucci, but just like how I said it earlier, I'll kind of TLDR it because we talked a lot about it. We don't need this scenario of Kizaru fighting Lucci because that's just gonna get him kicked out of the admirals. I don't see us getting another new admiral, especially like this. John, what's good, bro? I think Kizaru is gonna just take that L with Sentomaru and go after Vegapunk. I think people are putting, I don't know which one of these YouTubers say it, because it's always these YouTubers. As soon as one of these guys with like 100K, as soon as they get on the mic and the camera and they say something, it's just confirmed fact to this community. But I don't know which one of these YouTubers said it, but just because Sentomaru calls him Uncle Kizaru doesn't mean Kizaru is gonna throw away his position in the Marines for Sentomaru. Plus, the whole context of like Uncle Kizaru, that's not the same in American culture as it is in Japanese culture. I don't see Kizaru throwing away this whole relationship with the Marines for that. He's gonna go after Vegapunk and the Straw Hats. And think about that, like ultimately, like what would be the point of that? Kizaru shows up, defeats Lucci instead of Luffy? Question mark? And then he's like, all right, let me go after you, Luffy. Versus Luffy defeating Lucci, and then Kizaru pretty much has to go after Luffy. I think either way, like, sure, if Kizaru's mad at Lucci for defeating Sentomaru, I think Luffy's gonna defeat Kizaru. Luffy's gonna defeat Lucci before Kizaru can even do anything to Lucci. So what, is Kizaru just gonna walk up to the fucking unconscious body of Lucci and be like, yeah, Luffy whooped your ass, let me beat you up too since you're knocked out. Bah, 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 bah. Like, what's the point of that? No way Kizaru can leave, because where would he get his weed from? Not from Green Bull? I think we see Luffy no diff Lucci at the beginning of the chapter. Watch, bro. You know one funny scenario that's actually kind of like on the table? You guys know how like Oda has a pattern of nerfing Zoro? Watch, like, right now on Egghead Island, Luffy, Zoro, and the gang are there. I think Zoro's not on the boat. Is he? Is Zoro on the boat? Look, either way, watch. Zoro's gonna be like, look, Luffy, you and everybody, get to the ship. I'll stay back and handle Kizaru. And, like, it probably won't be a complete fight. It'll probably be, like, interrupted or something. And Zoro's gonna be extremely damaged and injured. He's gonna go into the next arc wounded, and then the arc after that he gets to shine. Because think about how like useless that whole like double pain thing of Rooftop was. Remember when they were like, yo, take this pill and you'll have double the pain? That was so pointless. That was so pointless. There is no kind of context from that. He might as well have just said, here, just take the pill, no after effects. Because like they didn't show Zoro in pain, like a nothing happened situation. He doesn't seem to be wounded in recent chapters. What was the whole point of that? So I think maybe if he fights Kizaru for a little bit this arc, that is more of Admiral range than Luffy is to Kizaru. That could have Zoro be nerfed for future arcs. Thoughts on Chopper's fruit being the desire of fishmen to live on the surface with humans? I would say no, because the way you said it is to live on the surface. Remember, the humans always hated the fishmen, or I'm sorry, well, I guess that too, but the fishmen always hated humans, even during the time of Princess Arahime. This is why y'all need to not skip Fishman Island. The fishmen always hated the humans. So what? There's a one random fishman that for some reason hasn't appeared in the story and wanted to be a human. I guess it could have been Princess Arahime that dreamt of it and had the fruit. I don't know if I want to die on that hill. Dude, it could have been like a fishman just wanting to be human in general versus a fishman wanting to live on land. I actually predicted the whole free energy thing like 2 months ago. Yo, Mondo W. Luffy takes DMT and meets the past joy. Tell that to Joe Rogan. Yo, Ray, appreciate it. Zoro can cut fire now. After Egghead, he can cut light. If Zoro infuses his blade with coating, like armament coating, doesn't that mean he could just cut light? Or does he have to learn how to cut light? Since there's a human fruit, can there be a Lunarian fruit? I think we're dragging it. I think we're kind of dragging it, y'all. We're dragging it with these fruits. Yeah, there's a fishman fruit. There's a mink fruit. Yo, since there's a fucking Buddha fruit, does that mean Buddha exists in One Piece? Does Buddha exist in One Piece? Did someone read, like, I don't know what they call their book, but like, did somebody read a book and then they learn about Buddha and they wanted to be Buddha and the fruit came to be? Is Vegapunk saying it's my theory a classic Oda gag for scientists or something else going on here? What say also feels great to have you back. Yo, Krish, what's good, bro? How you been, bro? I think a lot of people are like underestimating Vegapunk, and it's so bizarre to me. Yes, he said, Vegapunk said it's my theory of devil fruits, right? But people aren't taking it into the context that Vegapunk is a scientist. You know, scientists and mathematicians, when they have a problem and they have a theory, you know, like the theory of relativity, there's evidence, there's science, there's equations to prove that case. They call it a theory. So surely Vegapunk has evidence. He has science and equations to prove that case. Not only that, but Vegapunk's like the only guy in the entire story that ever had an idea on how devil fruits are made. Plus, he's the smartest guy to ever live. So it's just like, why are we not putting stock into what Vegapunk's saying? Why are we saying it's just a theory? I think we definitely need to put stock into what Vegapunk's saying 100%. Yo, Mondo, appreciate the 2. Research Tartaria. Tartaria equals Ancient Kingdom. Yeah, someone told me about that. Someone told me about that before. You know, everyone has their own thoughts on the Ancient Kingdom, because I feel like at the end of the day, there's a lot of different directions. There's so many kingdoms that were wiped out. They left messages behind, advanced technology. There's a lot of places in real life that have that. One example, I talked about this before. Joyo Boyo from Indonesia, he used to live on an island called Java. And Java, I think Java was like wiped out, and he left inscriptions on stones before he died to talk about how white people were trying to kill him, Europeans or whatever. I think there's so many locations. I'll look into Tartaria though. Dofi cosplay. Yeah, Danny, I know you said that. I don't think the devil fruit just manifests based on desire. We have to keep in mind that we were also told that the Ancient Kingdom are even more advanced than Egghead. Devil fruit's probably made there. I'm still of the belief that someone has a dream, someone has a desire. They meet Luffy, they meet Joy Boy, they meet the man with the Nika fruit. The power of imagination makes that dream come true. I already got a video about it, and I'm seeing people were telling me, Evil, you're reaching. Evil, that doesn't make sense. You're clickbaiting. Get off my dick. You'll agree with me when your favorite YouTuber says it. Come back in like 7 months when it's proven to be true. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say. They told me I was reaching with the Hanuman shit. They said I was clickbaiting when I said Kizaru coming to Egghead. I have like fucking a plethora of dubs, bro. So at this point, your reaching doesn't mean shit, bro. It really don't. And I hope y'all watching the stream can take a lesson, bro. Don't let your reaching affect you. It doesn't mean anything. You know what means something? You know what means something? The material. That's what means something. Nice. The whole crew dreams come true when I think you meant they stay beside Joy Boy. Yeah. You know, it's kind of funny how like I feel like the Straw Hat crew in a way kind of embodies Nika in a way. Like they embody the sun, they embody the dawn, because Luffy would never be able to bring the dawn of the world if it wasn't for the whole crew. And like we've had several crewmates in the One Piece story have the silhouette of Nika. So I'm thinking like Is Joy Boy, Luffy, and then Nika the embodiment of the crew? I don't know. That's something I'm kind of playing around with. How many blunts do you get from one dub? A dub, like 20 bucks? Probably like, how many grams is that? I'm so used to just buying ounces, bro. I don't know. 3? I'm about to chug a monster and have a heart attack in your honor. Swizzles, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Hey, speaking about monster, bro, I think it's been about 9 days, no caffeine, bro. 9 days, no caffeine, bro. I'm going up, bro. I'm going up, bro. Going up, bro. 100-degree fever means I get to go home and watch the stream. Harrison, I feel you. I hope you feel better, bro. I hope you feel better, bro. Now that we done the Hollow Earth, now that we done with Hollow Earth, when is One Piece Flat Earth theory happening? That's funny as hell. Damn, I wish I'm hard addicted because my pre-workout. Kiyokami, I know that pain, bro. I know that pain, bro. Trust me, man. 2 grams for a dub. 2 grams for $20? You're getting taxed. Actually, not that bad. Now that I think about it, it's not that bad. I mean, it depends what you're getting and like how much. Wait, now that I think about it, how would you make 3 blunts off of a dub? Bro, I haven't smoked in so long, bro. I haven't smoked in so long. Y'all gotta cut me some slack, bro. 50? Bro, either they're losing either they're losing money or you're smoking the most fucking garbage pack of all time. An ounce for 50. What? Yo, Anant, was good, bro. I just watched a motherfucker say the Grand Line was a wheel to a boat, which was the entire Earth. I've seen a guy say he went off caffeine for a couple months, and when he eventually tried again, it said it was literally psychedelic. I believe that. I'm broke. I can make 5 blunts out of 2. What? There's no way. You're trolling. You're trolling. You know how, bro, those would be toothpicks. Those would be toothpicks. 5 blunts out of 2 grams? What the fuck? Y'all are tripping, bro. Getting less, you get the more you get taxed, so getting more is way cheaper. Oh, exactly. But I wasn't spending 50 for an ounce, bro. That's fucking crazy. Maybe are prices dropping, bro? I haven't smoked in like 8 months, maybe. All right. Anyways, this is not a Dope is Yola stream. This is a evil stream. This is just the weed chat now. This is the weed chat. Whoever said 50 for an ounce is smoking some grass clippings. Breathe air. I want to smoke with Luffy. What the fuck? 50 in Oregon for great stuff. Thinking of moving and got back issues from the military. Sheesh. Do you have a preference for villains? I don't really know what you mean. Do you mean like, do I have like favorite villains? Because some of my favorite villains, obviously Emu's my favorite villain in the story. Emu would probably be number 1. Doflamingo would probably be number 2. Kind of obvious, right? Blackbeard number 3. Actually, no. So, Emu number 1, Blackbeard 2, Doflamingo 3. Kaido number 4. What's number 5? Can I say Magellan? Blackbeard top 1. My boy got 100 pounds. 100 pounds? Y'all are trolling at this point. No way. Kizaru heading to Egghead with a fat blunt to calm things down. Bro, Kizaru's like running to Egghead. He's gonna just start passing blunts around, and everyone's gonna be like, you know what? Why are we fighting, bro? Lucci, why are we fighting, bro? I said 20, not 100. Did you? I thought Blackbeard was your favorite character in general. My favorite character is always switching, bro. You know me. My favorite character in One Piece switches all the time because like I have 20 characters that I love the same, bro. And like that y'all don't like that answer, so I have to just, you know, every time you guys ask me some of my favorite characters, I just have to pull one out of the hat. I have to pull one out of the hat and tell y'all. The photonic gloves, which can interact with light from chapter 1062, can be used. Yeah, but then it's just like, what's the point of using that if you have armament coating? So I guess you could give those gloves. You could give those gloves to someone that doesn't have armament coating, but like that person would probably lose anyways. If you don't have armament coating, I don't think that those gloves are gonna save you against an admiral. Who names someone in the One Piece story that doesn't have armament coating, but if you gave them the photonic gloves, they can beat an admiral? Nobody. There's not a single character that would apply to. Frankie's not admiral level. You don't think Garp has armament coating? Oh my god. Buggy, Nami, y'all, you think Nami can beat an admiral? Are you serious right now? This chat's trolling me. There is no way you guys are serious. You guys are trolling. Usopp with prep time. Usopp is not beating an admiral. And if Usopp beats an admiral, this story is severely flawed. One Piece is severely flawed. There's gonna be so many problems because of that. Nami happiness punch. Indra, what's good, bro? How you been, gang? Where you been at, bro? What's up with you, Indra? Usopp with prep time equals Zoro level. Y'all love saying that with prep time. Y'all are clowning, bro, with prep time. Oh, guys, quick announcement. So today is the 13th. In 2 days from today, it will be the 15th, and it will be my birthday. We're gonna be streaming in 2 days. I don't know how long I'm gonna be streaming on my birthday, but I'm gonna stream for a little bit on my birthday in 2 days on Thursday. So if y'all want to come chill, we'll talk some more One Piece and just kind of kick it for a little bit. I'll be streaming on Thursday. Throw a party in a Discord PC. Bro's treating Usopp like Batman. Exactly, prep time. I don't want to hear that. Usopp is not beating an admiral just because he has photonic gloves. Who has better combat speed, Usopp or Kizaru? Buggy Celestial Dragon? Nah, I'm afraid Shanks is. Go on One Piece, go on Volume 1 pod for your birthday and teach them kids something. Yo, Danny, appreciate it too, my man. Appreciate it, bro. Appreciate it. Shouts out to my boy Danny. If we're talking about Buggy being a Celestial Dragon, I disagree because I think Oda's trying to make Buggy related to Zebek, and then having Shanks related to a Celestial Dragon. And me, and shout out to Joe 3 Skull Theories on Twitter, me and him were kind of pushing that agenda for a very, very long time. And then, you know, recent things surfaced that Shanks is from the Figurland family, Fear family, Fearland, whatever you call it. Which to me is kind of like inferring that he has celestial blood in him. So if you have these guys that are like polar opposites, you know, butting heads, like Zoro, Sanji type shit, I think it'd be very good to have Buggy be the son of Zebek and Shanks be the son of a Celestial Dragon. Because, like, again, not only does he have the Fearland name, but then another thing about Shanks is, like, he was found in a treasure chest. He was found in a treasure chest. Why would a pirate on the rock, why would Rocks or one of the Rocks pirates put Shanks in a treasure chest for Roger to find seems very weird. I think it would make a lot more sense if a celestial that lived on God Valley saw how they were getting attacked. They're like, oh shit, Zebek's here to kill us all, and now Garp and Roger are here. Oh no, let me hide my child. Let me hide my child in a treasure chest, like what happened with Law. Boom, that would explain why he has a Fearlin name. So I think Oda's painting a picture where Shanks is going to be related to a celestial dragon, and then Zebek is going to have the son Buggy. Plus, like, it's so peculiar how Buggy said he wanted to be king of the world. Like, he said, yo, that's my goal in the middle of Marineford. I want to be king of the world. I'm always like, man, that's so peculiar, Buggy. I have multiple videos on this subject if you guys are curious. It was chapter 559. Buggy said, yes, I can see it now, me, king of the world. And then, like I was telling you guys earlier, for you guys that pay attention, for you guys that are watching the stream and taking notes, like I told you earlier, Oda likes to throw out something that comes into fruition through character dialogue and then interrupts the conversation to make us forget. Buggy said he wanted to be king of the world, and then that conversation kind of like shifted, and Buggy was talking about other things. So Buggy being the son of Zebek would be chef's kiss. I feel like Dofi and Shanks may be connected. In what way? Who was the previous user of Hito Hito no Mi model Nika except Joy Boy? I don't think it has to be someone before Joy Boy. Like, guys, Joy Boy, Nika, this is a legendary figure that lived on for a millennium. Joy Boy and Nika's name lived on for a millennium. This is not your average Joe. If Joy Boy / Nika created that fruit, the Nika fruit, through inherent means, because of their soul, because their hockey was just fucking top 1, that shouldn't be a problem. No one's on Joy Boy's level. So, like, when I put out that Luffy Dream video, people were asking me, like, how do you know if Joy Boy or Nika created the fruit? Or, like, if that fruit was created because of a dream, then who made that? And it's just like, I think Joy Boy. I think it's very simple. Like, it's like a chicken. What came first, the chicken or the egg? Right? Some creature down the line eventually had to start producing eggs. You know what I mean? Do you think we will ever learn how the government got hold of the fruit before Shanks stole it? I think it's necessary, yeah. It would feel kind of weird if they never explained that. Like, I feel like that could have a really short explanation. Like, Oda wouldn't need to dedicate whole chapters to explain how they got the fruit. What, like this one guy had it and they were fighting, he lost? That'd be a simple way. But the interesting thing about the fruit is, like, Oda is heavily implying that Shanks knows about the Nika fruit, but those Cypher Pole agents didn't. That's what's so interesting about the situation. Shanks grew up on a boat of hockey men. Roger Hockey Man, Rayleigh, Scopper, that whole Roger Pirates, they were hockey men. Shanks grew up, he made his own crew of hockey men. All of those guys in the Red Hair Pirates, they're going to be hockey men. Why would Shanks go out of his way to take this Devil Fruit unless he simply knew of it, knew what it meant, knew of its value? That is the simplest way. And if there's anyone in One Piece that knows of the Nika Fruit, would you be mad that it's Shanks? The most obvious guy, the guy who became an emperor, the guy that was on the Roger Pirate ship, the guy that appears at the final second, the guy that's always there when the tides of the world are turning. So my thing is like, damn. Again, Shanks obviously knew of the fruit and its value, but how did Cypher Pole not know? But they still took that fruit. The only way that would make sense is if something important happened that caused that. Something important happened and that made Cypher Pole take the fruit. Something happened and we don't know what it is. I don't think they're just going random island to island. Oh, here's a devil fruit. Just take it. And then Shanks is like, oh, they took it. Like, something had to have triggered that. Do you think hockey can influence other people's body like Hunter x Hunter and awaken their hockey? I think the closest thing to influencing someone's hockey or body would be like how Shanks is like the future sight killer. Which is kind of interesting because Mihawk's original epithet or like title was the clairvoyant. So, you know, when you think of clairvoyant, you're thinking of great observation, you're thinking of future sight. And, you know, Shanks and Mihawk, that's always been like a great debate in the fan base, intentionally set by Oda. It's really interesting how Oda gave Shanks the future sight killer title. Will he give other people that? Maybe Luffy? I don't know. I'm surprised people don't talk about it enough or more. No one talks about future sight killer. That is, to me, that is something huge. Since when has anyone been a killer of future sight because of their hockey? Yo, Inspector, what's good, bro? Even the Gorosei barely knew the gum fruit was Nika. So that's what's interesting, right? When I was making that when I was making the video talking about how Luffy's based on Hanuman and ate a Zoan fruit, one of the things I mentioned in that video is that I believe Shanks told the Gorosei about the Nika fruit. And he told them it's the Nika fruit, it's this great big power, joy boy, blah, 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 blah. And all of that is starting to crystallize because we saw how it came out to be the Nika fruit and it was a Zoan. We saw how Luffy's Joy Boy and Nika. I remember when people were trying to say Momo was Joy Boy. Fucking Gio on Twitter, bro. All these things are starting to crystallize. So I think the man Shanks who went out of his way as a hockey man to steal that fruit obviously knew of the Nika fruit's importance. I think it would make a lot of sense if Shanks told the Gorosei about the Nika fruit. Or perhaps Vegapunk told the Gorosei. I don't know if people have been throwing that one around. Has anyone threw that around? We know from 1069 Vegapunk knows about the Nika fruit. It's described just like in the legend. Did he know about it prior to 1069 and was he the one that told the Gorosei? Or was it Shanks? And things aren't always black and white, man. Whenever I call Shanks a snitch, bro, whenever I do that or whenever I did that, bro, it was more so on the side of like trolling. I would say it was more so on the side of trolling, bro. It was more so on the side of trolling. As an Indian, I could tell Hanumanji reference to Luffy so clever. Man, shout out to Oda, bro. Shout out to Oda. Shout out to Luffy. Shout out to Hanumanji. Shout out to Lord Rama. Shout out to Krishna. Hare Hare Krishna. Shout out to the father of Hanuman, Vayu, the Lord of the Winds. Take that W. Shout out to Kesari. Shout out to all of them. The war Whitebeard predicted One Piece, or the war Whitebeard predicted once the One Piece was found, it's gonna be Ragnarok from God of War. Ragnarok's the original story. Yeah, you gotta be careful with that because I know exactly what you're talking about, Rosy Flame. I think it's a great idea to say that Ragnarok is gonna happen in One Piece and it's gonna tie into the One Piece war. It's a good idea, but we just want to be careful because I feel like the way you worded it was like it was confirmed, you know? The three Vidas are Sasha had a stroke. Did I say something? Jagan and Shanks parallels. I suspect Oda's purposely keeping these two characters apart. Yeah, that's actually a good thought. I love how like Oda is treating Blackbeard. I guess Blackbeard too in a way, but Oda is treating Shanks and Dragon so alike to each other. these really powerful people making moves, pulling the strings, keeping them in the background. Every so often, they come out and do something. They come out and say something. Oda is deliberately treating them the same. And I keep saying Blackbeard. And Dragon is more on the forefront where he's like, yo, I'm gonna be on that battlefield. I'm gonna be declaring war. But Shanks is like, I'm kind of with you. I'm protecting Luffy. We're on the same side, Dragon. But I don't want to start that war. I want to keep the balance. I want to keep the peace. But then again, y'all, recently, what chapter was it? 1053? Where Shanks was talking about going and finding the One Piece. Maybe that's a way of maybe that's Shanks's way of saying, you know what? No more keeping the balance, bro. Because if Whitebeard said, like, when they find the One Piece, the world's turning upside down. There's gonna be a fat war. If Whitebeard could say that, surely Shanks knows that. If Shanks knows that, then maybe Shanks is ready for war like Dragon is. Maybe Shanks is connected to Dragon. It would make a lot of sense. I wish I could turn my neck, bro. Man, my neck is in so much pain, y'all. Oda's giving us a new Jump Festa message this weekend. Oh. It'll probably be some shit about 2023. I'm interested to see what he says. Shanks and Dragon are going to be beefing like the NFR podcast. What's the NFR podcast? That's the title of a theory on Reddit I looked up. All right, posted. Look it up. Dragon and Shanks parallels. I suspect Oda's Oh, I didn't realize that. Yeah, I mean, based off the title, it makes sense. Have you read Vagabond? I read like a few chapters. It's pretty cool. Nah, I wasn't even working late last night, bro. I slept the wrong way, and now the left side of my neck right here, y'all. So much pain, bro. I could barely even turn my neck. I could barely even... I can't... Look how bad it is. It hurts once I turn my neck like this. I can't even go further than that. I don't know if there's any type of safe stretches I can do with my neck without making it worse. Like, I don't want to make the pain worse, bro. Do you think the world of One Piece could have been big continents before the Void Century, like something happened with the ancient weapons, Yeah, Isaiah, check out my video. Let me see. I have a video on why I think the ancient kingdom is Pangea. Go on my channel. You're gonna see a big thumbnail. It's gonna have a big face of Roger on the left, and then the skull of Jaya on the right. It says Ancient Kingdom. The title of it is "This is the name of the ancient kingdom," and it reveals literally everything. I talk about why I think the ancient kingdom is Pangea, which is what you're saying, mega continents. Go check that video out. Yo, Xenoverse was good, bro. Long neck tribe never have that issue. The way the Godose spoke during the fight, it seemed like knowledge passed down as to where Shanks/Roger learned the hard way. I could see why you think that. In my theory, Emu and Joy Boy were brothers, different ideologies. Emu flooded the world. I talk about this a lot on stream. Your idea is not bad per se, but how do I summarize this? Because I talk about this topic a lot. There's very clear patterns in Oda's writing with villains. All these villains in One Piece come out of the blue. They don't have a pre-established connection to the island or leader. Arlong wasn't connected to Kokoyashi Village and the Pinwheel guy. Doflamingo wasn't connected to Dressrosa and King Riku. NL was barely any connection with the Kami and Skypiea. All these guys are like hidden in the background. You know, they're not too involved. They're not really related to the king. Then boom, they pop out of the shadows. Give me that shit. So we don't really have to have a scenario where Joy Boy and Emu were friends and then Emu betrayed Joy Boy. That's not necessarily necessary. Like literally, like Joy Boy could have been in Ancient Kingdom and Emu was across the world. Maybe Emu's from the moon. And then Emu's like, oh, you got all that power? Cool, give me that shit. He doesn't need to be related to Joy Boy. You could argue that it would give more depth to the conflict, but you could add depth to the conflict lots of other ways, you know? Like if Emu had mass genocide during the Void Century, then does it really matter that he was related to Joy Boy? What do you think there's other god fruits? Yeah, check out my video about god fruits in One Piece. I think there's gonna be a rain god, earth god, forest god. I made that video pretty long time ago at this point. It says I posted it 8 months ago. Oda revealed the gods of One Piece and it's actually insane. I predicted Luffy was gonna be the sun god, Dragon is the rain god, Green Bull is the forest god, Emu is the earth god. As we know, Luffy did turn out to be a sun god. Green Bull has a forced devil fruit, so that's being set up. For Dragon and Emu, I think it's really interesting because I think Oda's trying to do like different allegiances, and I feel like I'm the only one that like believes this. I haven't seen anyone throw this around. Imagine like the 4 gods of One Piece each had like their own separate allegiance. You had the forest god for a marine, the earth god for the world government, the rain god for the revolutionaries, the sun god for the pirates. You have the sun and the rain, Luffy and Dragon working together, versus the forest and the earth working together, the marine and Emu. Emu, metaphorically, right now, is the perfect explanation of an earth god. Emu's controlling the whole planet. That's what I have to say, man. Especially with this whole Mother Nature thing, now that I think about it. I've seen people throw around that Blackbeard is the earth god because he's gonna become king of the world, but then it's like, okay, you're saying he's gonna become, that's not even confirmed. And then they're like, okay, well, he has the Tremor fruit. I wouldn't say that the Tremor fruit has to be a god fruit, because if there's like a plate of steel somewhere, he could crack the plate of steel. It doesn't have to be exactly tied to soil and earth. But if Emu was like Mother Nature itself, that's the perfect god of the earth, right? What chapter was that? 1069? Vegapunk was talking about Mother Nature. If Emu's the embodiment of Mother Nature, god of the earth makes perfect sense. And like I said, symbolically, Emu's ruling the world. And then Green Bull's like self-explanatory. Green Bull loves the celestial dragons. Green Bull hates pirates. Green Bull loves the marines. That's one of the best people you can give the forest devil fruit to. Or maybe Green Bull already had the forest god devil fruit before he even became an admiral. Although he did say that he hasn't eaten in 2 years, I think that's implying they gave him the fruit. Either way, I don't think Green Bull would betray the Marines like how Aokiji would. Emu is IMU, power of mimic. I've seen people throw that around. If dreams create devil fruits, perhaps laugh to only exist when people dream of it, leading Roger to spread the legend so Luffy could reach it at the right time. That's pretty cool. You think Dragon has rain, not wind? Yes, because think about it this way. If you look up things like, for an example, Uranus. Uranus was labeled, you guys could go look it up. Uranus is labeled as god of rain, right? And the purpose of Uranus being god of the rain is Uranus can create rain, but it also creates wind. If you were a god of rain, you could create rain and wind, but if you were god of wind, you could only create wind. You can't create rain. So it would just make a lot more sense. Like, yeah, Luffy's father, or Hanuman's father, Vayu, is the Lord of the Winds. That would still tie into like a rain god, because a rain god would control rain and wind, whereas a wind god would control only wind. Because wind is like a subset of rain. It's like a subcategory. You know what I mean? What do you think about Agartha? I talked about it in my last video. What a miserable person Emu has to be if he's a dream killer. Yeah, bro. That's like, you know what's so perfect about that, Lee? Throughout the entire story, like, dreams will never die. That's one of the biggest messages in One Piece. So if you're gonna have a final villain that's been running the world, that's been killing people, that's been wiping history, that believes in order, that doesn't believe in imagination, then it makes most sense to have Emu be that dream killer, and having Emu be like this mother nature force, or Emu even altering reality. I rarely hear anything about the space pirates. When will they be big news for Big News Morgan? Yeah, nobody really mentions the space pirates. If you check out my video called, guys, I'm telling you, any topic y'all bring up, I got a video for it. Check out my video from 2 months ago. It says, no way you missed the secret leak about Vegapunk and his origin. And then it says alien scientist. In that video, I brought up how the space pirates in One Piece in NL's cover story had those elongated heads, and since Egghead Island was Vegapunk's island, that he was gonna have a long head, an elongated head. And I even put that idea out there when I first made my channel. I think the video's unlisted. No, it's not. It says 1 year ago, but it's probably like a year and a half ago. It says the truth behind Vegapunk's genius One Piece theory in this discussion. I was talking about how Oda's gonna have like this symbolic to reality situation where Vegapunk has a really long head like the space pirates because he's so smart, which came true. Is Emu a boy or girl? Do we know? No, we don't know. You know, it's so funny. I feel like Oda's very aware of like, is Emu a boy or is Emu a girl? I think Oda's very aware of that. So I could see Oda taking the route where it's like, no, he's not a boy. No, he's not a girl. It's a fucking being, like a non-binary creature, a non-binary being, an entity that's not boy or girl. I think a lot of people are like, they're too afraid, bro. People are too afraid of Naruto. Look, guys, if you're afraid of Kaguya in One Piece, if you're afraid of One Piece turning into Naruto, Oda is Oda, Kishimoto is Kishimoto, One Piece is One Piece, Naruto is Naruto. If Emu is some form of a moon god or Kaguya or whatever, it doesn't have to be the same way as Naruto. It doesn't. And one example is the Yamato no Orochi. Remember Orochi in One Piece? The Yamato no Orochi in One Piece is nothing like how it was in Naruto. If you guys ever watched Naruto, look at Orochimaru and look at Orochi. They are way different, but they're based on the same legend. That's all I gotta say. But shouts out to my boy Creek, was good, bro. And shouts out to my boy West for the 4 months. Caesar over Vegapunk, yes or no, chat? Caesar over Vegapunk, yes or no? Yes or no, guys? Caesar over Vegapunk, yes or no? We need answers. What's good, Creek? Yes sir, no, no, nah, yes. Wham, weekend. No. Caesar's more comedic, of course. Shout out to my boy West for the membership, bro. Let's go. Man, guys, are y'all afraid? Because I'm afraid. I'm afraid, guys. Let me show you guys something. Let's take a look, guys. 2023, guys, is gonna be one hell of a month, guys. We're in a break week right now. Next week, chapter 1070. Then after 1070 is another break. Then we get 1071. Then another break. Oh, 1069 break. 1070 break. 1071 break. Oh my god. Then we're gonna get 1072, 3, 4 break, 5, 6, 7 break, 8, 9, 80 break. It's gonna be rough, guys. It's gonna be so rough, man. It's gonna be so rough. How many chapters is that in like the span of a month then? like 2 chapters in the month, because this is a break, chapter, break, chapter, break. Oh. At least, guys, we're getting chapter 1100 in October, man. In October of 2023, we're getting chapter 1100 of One Piece, y'all. I think Mads being connected to Dufeld might lead to Stussy's past, as she's also involved with the underworld. Very good thinking right there. That's interesting. Blank says yes. What do you think about Stussy? I feel like she's a triple agent. I believe she infiltrated the Godase and is actually a part of a group we don't know of yet. I'm gonna have to do some more thinking about Stussy. I never really poured thought into her. She's just always been a character that my mind's like, ah, she's a character. She's a person. I haven't thought too much about her, but I'll get back to you. I'll get back to you soon about Stussy. It does seem likely that she has something up her sleeve, though. I'm a fan of Emu is a titan like Giga. What does that mean? Gangster Gastino has them both beat. If you are all interested in Emu, check out the Hindu goddess Shakti. Her story fits what's happening. Shakti. In Hinduism, here, let me just pull this up so you guys can read. In Hinduism, especially Shaktism, a theological tradition in Hinduism, Shakti, energy, ability, strength, effort, power, capability, is a primordial cosmic energy, female in aspect. It represents the dynamic forces that are thought to move through the universe. She is thought of as creative, sustaining, and as well as destructive, and is sometimes referred to as an auspicious source of energy. Shakti is sometimes personified as a creator goddess, also known as Adi Shakti or Adi Parashakti, inconceivable primordial energy. In Shaktism, Adi Parashakti is worshipped as the supreme being on every plane of creation. Da, 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 da. It seems kind of vague right now. But maybe I could do some deep digging after stream. Shaktism regards Devi, the goddess, as the supreme Brahman itself with all the forms. I'll do some deep digging after stream, but if you have some individual points. Who said that? Who was the one that said that? Yo, Big Smootho, if you have some extra points about that, bro, join my Discord server and we could talk about it a little bit off stream. Also, guys, here's a good time to join my Discord server. If you guys want to tell me your One Piece theories, or if you guys want to post your One Piece theories on a good platform. Let me see. Where is Discord? Where is Discord? Man, I'm trying to pull up Discord. Where's Discord? Okay. Probably Thursday, guys. I'm gonna go through this theory section on my server, and I think we're gonna do some talking about some of the theories posted on here, because there's a lot of theories to go through. Like this one, right? Usopp's ancestor has definitely used the sun god devil fruit. I'm telling you now, Usopp was the original Hito Hito no Mi. Was just watching Going Merry arc, seen Usopp with the sun mask on. Also notice how Usopp is called God Usopp. Also doesn't have a last name. So it would have been Luffy's ancestor versus Usopp's ancestor, the original sun god, aka Joy Boy. I think this is a symbolism of Usopp being a part of the Dawn. You know, the whole Straw Hat crew, they're all a part of the Dawn, bro. They're all bringing the Dawn, they're all changing the world. I wouldn't say Usopp had an ancestor that was Nika or Jobai. You think we'll ever see more Logias? Probably. I still think the world government, like the Godase, I think the Godase are probably fighters. I'll be honest. I think the Godase are fighters. Mihoke is a brother of Inu because you state that Inu is related to Ravana, and Ravana has a big brother because you state that Inu is related to Ravana. I was actually saying that Inu is Ravana, but you said Ravana, and Ravana as a brother leaves Ravana's side and joins Hanuma and starts giving price to them who killed Ravana's supporter. Yo, Pez, what's good, bro? What's good, Pez? How you been, bro? Hey, Pez, I was just thinking about you, bro. Like a day or two ago, I was like, man, how's the homie, bro? Lucci versus Luffy's happening. Time skip happened for Lucci too. He is Zara. Yeah, Lucci's gonna get destroyed though. I think the way bigger threat. I think the way bigger threat is Kizaru. Because remember, guys, Lucci lost to pre-time skip Luffy. Lucci lost to no hockey Luffy. No hockey Luffy beat Lucci. So if Lucci was a serious combatant to Luffy right now, then Lucci's over Katakuri, Lucci's next to Kaido, Lucci's over fucking King. It would be... You would have to put Lucci on the level of Zoro. And I don't think Oda's going through that direction, bro. Lucci's probably like a stepping stone to show how much Luffy's grown. And then on top of that, the warm-up for Kizaru. The Prophecy Cat 3885 need to unban. Well, tell me why you were banned. Tell me why you were banned from the server. We don't ban people for no reason. Let me see. I'm going to see your reason. I'm going to see why. I'm gonna see why you were banned. You were banned for some reason. You don't have a reason. Pedophilia. So you were making pedophilia jokes and you want to be unbanned? Chat, should we unban him? He was making pedophilia jokes. Should we unban him? I'll let chat decide. He was making pedophilia jokes. Should we unban him? He is still top CP0, don't really know how. See, Pez, but the thing is like Blue Scarf from Wano, he was struggling with X-Drake. X-Drake was giving Blue Scarf a hard time. And Blue Scarf, I think he had more ribbons than Lucci. I think Oda was implying that Blue Scarf is the superior of Lucci. And if X-Drake was giving Blue Scarf a problem, she... Also, hell no, bitch. Kid or kids? Danny, you're wildin'. Let's see what he said exactly. I don't remember what he said. Look, he's still making them jokes. Look at Ghoul VFX. He's still making them jokes. Yo, mods, get him out of here. Get him out of here, bro. Get him out of here, bro. He's still making jokes. He's still making jokes. Nah, never mind. He doubled down. Well, that was the end of him. You done, boy. Hey, he wanted his 15 seconds of fame, bro. He got it. Maybe he'll put it on his resume or something. I don't know. Yo, Rodding, what's good, bro? Kyo Juro, what's good, bro? Hey, RIP Rengoku. RIP my boy Rengoku, bro. RIP Rengoku, bro. I wish I had my Berserk volumes. My Berserk volumes and my Demon Slayer volumes, bro. I left them back in a different state. It's just after World 7 or World 7. Why did I say World 7? It's just after Water 7 there has to be a Lucci versus Luffy 2. That's all Lucci's been thinking about. Yeah, but that doesn't... Yes, so Lucci getting a rematch still doesn't have to mean that Lucci is going to be a serious threat to Luffy. Lucci could be training all this time and still get his ass whipped by Luffy. That'll do more justice for Luffy in the story. Because think about it, seriously, think about it. If Lucci gives Luffy a very hard time right now, then that means Lucci is comparable to Kaido. Is Lucci the new world's strongest creature? That to me is insane. You excited for Demon Slayer season 3? I actually low-key like didn't really watch Demon Slayer like that. I just read it all, bro. I read it all. I watched a little bit because the animation was pretty cool, but like I just couldn't stand to sit there and watch it. I'm not really a fan of anime in general. I prefer manga because at least with manga I could read at my own pace. I feel like manga is way more artsy than the anime, because think about anime, right? There's thousands of frames that they have to animate each episode, but when you have a manga chapter, there's way less frames, aka panels, than there is in the anime. It's probably like 1/100th. Think about it, there's thousands of individual frames in an episode. So I feel like manga could be a lot more artsy. And plus it's just the source material. That like the guy who made Demon Slayer, the man who made One Piece, they made the manga how it's meant to be indulged. The only thing the anime can do is try to keep up with that. Eddie, you ever hear of Shofu's One Piece rap? I don't think I have. Your favorite unfulfilled theory? I'll watch the video for it if you tell me. Probably Zoro being related to Green Bull. I think like that was, there's a lot of there's a lot of chess moves for that happening. There was like a lot of reasons for Green Bull to be from Wano, or at least closely tied into Wano. So therefore you could tie Zoro to Ushimaru, aka Green Bull, not aka Green Bull, but because like the whole video I was talking about how Green Bull was highly likely to be the son of Ushimaru, and then Green Bull fled Wano, dropped his son Zoro off at Kyoshiro village, or that's not what it's called. What's the village called again? Fuck, it's not Kyoshiro village, is it? Whatever. Green Bull left Wano, he dropped his son off at Kyoshiro village, and he became a pirate. Shimotsuki village, I'm tripping. Why did I say Kyoshiro? Yeah, go check that out. It's actually my most viewed video on my channel. Like I was really in here. Let me show you guys actually. I was super in my bag when I made that video. Cause actually it kind of took a long time to make, because I actually had like a whole, here I'll show you. Zoro, whether it's him time traveling with Toki, him being related to Toki, him being the son of Ushimaru, or whatever. But has anyone made a timeline leading to the simple explanation to Zoro's father and why Zoro is the man? You guys saw that? I sat here and I made a whole timeline of canonical events leading to Ushimaru having a son named Green Bull. Not literally named Green Bull, but a son named Green Bull. And then Green Bull having Zoro. It fits the timeline perfectly, and that's probably why this video blew up, because this is like my most viewed video, like 300k views. It just didn't come true. I was talking to somebody about it the other day. I forgot who it was, but I think it was Stroofy. They were telling me like, yeah, like it didn't come true, but it's still possible. I don't know, man. I wouldn't say it's necessarily debunked, but I do feel like it's unlikely. There's a lot of reasons to believe it. That's why that video blew up. Like it made a lot of sense. There's like a lot of shit, like I'm telling you, like there's a lot of things lined up, right? Because you have Ushimaru, he's a man from Shimotsuki village, or what am I saying? We have Ushimaru who looks just like Zoro, who's from Wano, and he has a jacket that has a green bull on it, right? Then you have an admiral who's coincidentally called Green Bull. I think Oda would only do that to set shit up. And it's just like, okay, well, Zoro's surely connected to Wano, right? If Green Bull is implied to be older than Zoro, but definitely younger than Ushimaru, given the time frame of when Kaido took over Wano, then that means that Zoro's younger than Green Bull, and Green Bull is younger than Ushimaru. And since Green Bull wears a Green Bull, or since Ushimaru wears a Green Bull coat, and Green Bull's name's Green Bull, Perhaps Green Bull is the son of Ushimaru. And there's a lot more reasons than that. You guys can go check it out, but it just didn't come true. So it is what it is. Oda could just make use of it in the future. Maybe it wasn't time for that. Or maybe Oda just didn't take that route, but surely it wasn't not a bad idea. And that's what we always have to be careful with. Just because someone has a really good idea that about One Piece and it doesn't come true, that doesn't mean that it's a bad idea because it doesn't come true. There's plenty of things Oda could do in One Piece that would make sense that he just doesn't do. And that's fine, it's his story. Hey Sadesh, have a good one, bro. Take it easy, man. Yeah, we talked about it. Zoro and Green Bull never met, so it's technically still possible. It is, man. It is. Yo, what are your thoughts about the Dragon and Vegapunk meeting and the Ohara history being alive? I bet you tripped with that, or you saw that one coming. I actually didn't really see. So here's the funny thing, right? I definitely saw Vegapunk being connected to Dragon because I had like tons of videos talking about that. So that one wasn't a surprise, but seeing Vegapunk land on Ohara was definitely an eye-opener that I was not expecting. Like, I was not expecting Vegapunk to be connected to Ohara in that way. But given the whole context, I've talked about this a lot. I'll just keep it short and sweet, Pez. It'll be my next video, actually. Oda's definitely setting up Egghead to be Ohara 2.0. You have this scholar on an island that knows too much, so Cypher Pole has to go to the island and kill him. You also have admirals coming to the island. You also have a great large object on the island that's held that holds knowledge. It's definitely Ohara 2.0, but I was not expecting Vegapunk to actually go to Ohara. And it is kind of cool that like Vegapunk knows about the Void Century and Nika and all that shit, because like if there's think about like all the characters in One Piece, right? Very few characters, there's very few characters that would know about the Void Century. Like, that's supposed to be a secretive thing. You got to really go dig deep in order to learn that. But if Vegapunk is like 500 years advanced and he's the smartest man in the world, then narratively it makes a lot of sense for him to be set up to know about the Void Century to some extent. Yeah, I meant that. The moment and the place, the books, the timing. Yeah. Pick up my girlfriend now. Y'all stay safe. I'll be back. I'll smoke a bowl. Hey, Slugma, have a good one, bro. Take it easy, man. Stay safe, bro. Dope. I thought about you a lot when I saw that. Dubs, bro. We had it. You know we gotta take them dubs, bro. I take dubs any chance I get. I take them dubs. Yo, this autofocus, bro. I never get tired of the autofocus, bro. The autofocus on my camera is insane. Let's try the autofocus with volume 69. Nice. Ooh, look at that cover, boys. Ooh. Can y'all give a ranking for this? 1 to 10. What do y'all give this cover? This is my bookmark too. I need me a little bookmark. Let me see if it'll you guys could actually read it. Can y'all read this? It's actually an amazing quote. Hey Wilkie, what's good, bro? We'll be dropping another video. Let me see. I dropped on Monday. I'm gonna drop my next video Friday. I'm still trying to figure out, guys. I don't know what days of the week to drop videos. I kind of want to drop a video on the 4th day after every upload, so an upload every 4 days. Maybe sometimes slightly before that. I don't know, bro. I don't know how consistently I want to drop videos, but I'll be dropping videos again. Kazuki Eddie's the boss. Hey Pez, take it easy, gang. Just let me get the new job. I'll be more in touch. Hell yeah, Pez. Hell yeah. 1 out of 10 on a good day. We got Sexbot. 11 out of 10. Let me go show y'all one of my favorite covers, bro. Let me see. I think this one, bro, this is one of the best covers, bro. Hands down, like, if we're talking best covers in One Piece, bro, look at this one. Oh, this is heat. Y'all can't tell me this ain't a fire cover, bro. Look at Garp. Look at Sengoku. Look at Luffy. Look at the admirals and the colors. Paramount War at the top. Definitely one of the best covers, bro. Then you got this on the back. Oof. Yes, sir. Definitely one of the best ones. I think this is actually the one where Ace dies too. Yeah, it is. Look, this is how they ended the volume, bro. I'm telling you, when Oda writes One Piece, he's not writing for the chapters, he's writing for the volumes, bro. Like, pretty much, almost like every single volume has like a huge event at the end of it. I want to make a volume cover tier list. That would take so fucking long, bro. Because think about how there's like 100 and there's 100. I think we know what volumes 102 and 103 look like. So you would have to do 103 covers, bro. I guess you could kind of like speed run it, but what YouTubers has the most dubs? I think it's Rainy Troy, Evil, and Joy Girl. I don't really watch other YouTubers, but I do know that Joy Girl was one of the forerunners of Kizaru's Vegapunk. Take that however you want, bro. It's the volume where Ace dies. It could be a blank page and it would be 11 out of 10 cover. Please don't mod sex bot like you try to do. Now we got a mod sex bot. Also, guys, just to clarify, someone's gonna have to clip this. Someone clip what I'm about to say because I already know motherfuckers are gonna take my shit out of context. Just to clarify, not everyone has to be a theorist. Not everyone has to be a prediction. Some people just enjoy One Piece. Some people want to make ideas and throw it out there. Not everyone's a theorist. Not everyone's built like that. I'm just saying that Kizaru being Vegapunk, bro, that was never Oda's vision, for sure. And like the whole idea that like Kizaru being like the whole idea of Kizaru being Vegapunk was stemmed on the fact that like Kizaru was drawn studying as a kid, and I'm just like, if you study as a child, you're Vegapunk? Is that how it works? I don't really get it. Facts, Danny. Law kills Blackbeard and Blackbeard awakens the same way as Luffy. Yeah, right. You know how broken One Piece would be if Law killed Blackbeard? Not only does that make Blackbeard look worse and weaker, but then that also makes no sense. Why would Law kill? How would Law kill Blackbeard but struggle against Big Mom, including the hype, including the help of Kid? Think about it. If Law needed Kid to beat Big Mom, how would Law kill Blackbeard on his own? That makes no sense at all. Go ask any power scaler. That makes absolutely no sense. Don't do what I do. I make theories. You make a fool of yourself. We're not the same. Stroofy! I did not say that, Stroofy. I did not say that. Hey, I did not say that. Also, y'all, look, I'm thinking the other day I was kind of like I was kind of doing the middle part, y'all. Do you guys think I could pull it off if I actually styled it right? Kind of like this. Y'all think I could pull it off? I'm just doing this out of the blue right now. I didn't spray shit in my hair to do this. Y'all think I could pull it off? The middle part, like this. I need to know what gang thinks. Got this part, because I'm not trying to cut the length of my hair, bro. It's very avant-garde. I don't know what that means, unfortunately. Stoofy L. We gotta call him Luffy. Now that I think about it, Stroofy can say something garbage, right? Stroofy will say something garbage, and if you go to put an L in his name, it's just Luffy. So it doesn't actually work. Goes good with the glasses because it meets the point of the glasses. Yeah, it's just unfortunately like this side of my hair is way longer than this side, or at least I think it is. So the ultimate failsafe. Goes good. Da, da, da. You look like Evil's evil twin. Evil's evil twin. Maybe if it rains, Law may have a chance. I think it would help Law, but I don't think Law would actually beat Blackbeard. All right, guys. I think that's it for the stream. Guys. Like I said, guys, we're doing a birthday stream. Probably a birthday stream for a little bit on Thursday. If y'all want to come hang out on Thursday for the birthday stream, come hang out. That's the first thing. The second thing, guys, join the Discord server. If you haven't already, it's at the top of the stream chat. And the third thing, if you guys haven't already, subscribe to my second channel. This whole stream is going to go on my second channel. I'm going to upload it as soon as YouTube lets me download the VOD, but lots of fun today. Appreciate all the super chats in the memberships. Shouts out to Danny. Shouts out to BR Peace. Shouts out to Isaiah. Shouts out to Stroofy, Nick, Art, Lee, West. Everybody that showed up. Rotting. Appreciate you guys. My boy Pez. Lots of people. Brandon King. Shout out to everybody who came by today, man. Lots of fun. We'll be back. Stream Thursday. Video Friday or sooner. I'm still trying to decide the schedule. Yeah, man. Join the Discord server. This is Big Evil. And never forget, the one and only GOAT. The Theory GOAT.